For that. Now, we've been keeping an eye on our eastern counties here in central Texas, including Fayette County. Some areas to our east saw some rain and wind from Beryl earlier this morning.
KVUE's Jessica Cha is in downtown LaGrange with more on what the weather has been like out there today. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Quita and Brian. Yeah, so right now in downtown LaGrange, it is sunny with blue skies. But earlier this morning, other than a few showers and gusts of wind, Fayette County EMA Director Angela Hahn says that there was no reported storm damage at all. In fact, she says that the storm completely missed this area, but the county was still ready to respond to anything. There are 934 square miles of Fayette County.
LaGrange, Flatonia, Muldoon, Cistern, Round Top, Carmine, Ellinger, Fayetteville.
And when there's an emergency weather threat, first responders like the sheriff's office are ready to act.
We enacted our emergency plan for severe weather, which we have deputies stationed in strategic areas all over the county to reduce response time in emergency situations.
Sergeant Ron Nauman says they were prepared to respond to Beryl's storm. But Fayette County's EMA director says the storm's path avoided this area, leaving them with little rain and no reports of damage or flooding.
We're very fortunate that it did miss us. The damage and things caused by the hurricanes in the past, it looks like we avoided it as yet.
In 2017, Hurricane Harvey and the floods that came from it destroyed homes across LaGrange.
We could see our house, and it was pretty much covered in water up to the roof almost.
Cynthia and Martin Powell say it devastated their neighborhood. And while they were able to rebuild their home, many were not so fortunate.
A lot of people were not allowed to rebuild, and so they just had to do something else, and their homes were just left.
They say Beryl's storm worried them, but they were ready.
We survived, we'd do it again.
Nauman says first responders do the same, changing their emergency plan as needed.
That's why we enacted the emergency plan, even though it's not needed. It's better to be prepared, and that way we can deal with the situations as it comes.
The sheriff's office says that they did shut down some county offices today in response as a precaution to the storm, but he says that emergency crews have returned to normal operations around 3 p.m. today with no major incidents reported. Live in LaGrange, Jessica Cha, KVUE News. Back to you guys.